Chosen One, have you noticed how your soul has a way of whispering secrets that no one else hears? As if, amidst everything that seems normal, there is always something calling you out of the ordinary. This feeling is not just a detail. It is the mark of someone who came into the world for something that goes far beyond what can be seen. Perhaps you have felt this when, in the midst of an empty conversation, you realized that your heart was seeking something deeper. Or when, in a moment of silence, you felt that you were connected with something much greater. These sensations are not random. They are the keys that show who you are. Someone chosen to walk a path that few have the courage to tread. The pains you feel are not simple pains. They are messages that life sends you to remind you that you have a unique calling. Every time you feel that you do not belong, every time it seems you carry something that the world does not understand, you are, in fact, getting closer to your true purpose. Today, I want you to listen to these words, not as someone who merely hears, but as someone who recognizes. Because I am going to tell you about the 7 spiritual pains that only the chosen carry. They are not easy, but they are part of what makes you who you are, and part of what will guide you to everything you were born to live. Each of these pains is like a lighthouse. It hurts you, but it also lights the way. That is why, no matter how much it hurts, you know deep down that you would not trade this journey for any other. Because these pains are part of what makes you true. So before we begin, I ask that you do something simple. Like this video, subscribe to the channel and comment below, "I am a chosen one and I accept my pains." This action shows that you are ready to embrace what life wants to show you, and that you are ready for this journey that is uniquely yours. Now, let's discover together what each of these pains wants to teach you. Pain of not belonging. Chosen One. Since you were little, you felt that the world around you seemed to speak a language different from your soul. While people became enchanted with empty distractions, something inside you sought something that you could not see. This feeling of not belonging has always been there, like a silent echo that separates you from the ordinary. Perhaps at first you tried to fit in. You laughed at jokes you didn't understand, pretended to be interested in conversations that didn't make sense to your heart. But even so, deep down, the pain of not belonging never stopped pulsating within you. This pain was not just sadness. It was the first sign that your mission was different. While most live on the surface, you feel that you need something deeper. You perceive the masks that people wear, and at times cannot even participate in the same social games that seem so important to others. This may leave you feeling isolated, but this solitude is just the other side of carrying something rare. This pain comes from the sensitivity you have to see what lies beyond words. While many are satisfied with easy answers, you want to understand what is behind every silence, every gaze. This desire may make you seem strange to some, but it actually makes you real and genuine. Sometimes, you may feel like a traveler in a world that does not understand your roots. But know that this feeling of not belonging is not a mistake. It is a reflection of your spirit, which knows that your journey is different, and that your truth will never fit into the molds that others accept without questioning. It prevents you from getting lost in places that are not yours. It always reminds you that your soul was born to soar high, and that it will not find shelter in shallow places. No matter how much it hurts, this feeling keeps you true to what you came to be. Every time you feel that you do not belong, you are in fact being reminded that there is a greater purpose waiting for you. A purpose that can only be lived outside of what is common and comfortable. This pain shows you that you are here for something great, something that only your heart can understand. When you feel that tightness in your chest, do not fight against it. Recognize it as part of your calling. The pain of not belonging is like a reminder that you have wings, even if you still do not know how to use them. It is the first step toward discovering what truly makes you feel alive. Chosen one, you are not alone in this feeling. There are others like you, scattered across the world, who also carry the same silent pain. Each of you forms an invisible network of hearts that know that life is much more than what it seems. Continue walking with this pain in your chest, but with your heart open to what it wants to show you. Because it is not here to paralyze you. It is here to push you forward, to the place where you will finally feel whole. Pain of spiritual loneliness. Amidst so many voices and noises, you discover that even when surrounded by people, the feeling of being alone never goes away. It's as if there is an invisible distance between what your heart desires and what the world offers. This spiritual loneliness is different from any other, as it arises from the deep silence within you. While everyone talks about fleeting things, you hear the voice that comes from the depths of your soul, reminding you that what matters is not in shallow conversations. This loneliness is not just the absence of company. It is the longing for something that has no name, but is as necessary as the air you breathe. It is in this loneliness that you find questions that no one else asks. Questions that push you inward, to places where light and shadow dance together. You seek answers where few have the courage to look, because you know that your truth resides there. This pain of being alone does not arise because you want it to. It arises because your spirit knows that to truly grow, it needs silence. It needs space to hear what the noise outside does not allow to reach you. It is a call to dive deeper into what you feel and who you are. Even when it seems that no one understands what is happening in your heart, this loneliness is like a shelter. It protects you from distractions and teaches you to trust in your own strength. In this silence, you discover that the truest love begins within you. Spiritual loneliness makes you see the world with different eyes. You understand that often you are alone because you carry an energy that does not fit into tight spaces. It is in this solitude that you realize you do not need many to be whole. You only need to be true to what your soul already knows. This pain also teaches you that the most important connection is the one you have with the divine. When everything seems empty, you close your eyes and feel that there is a light that has always been there, even if the world does not see it. This light is the force that guides you. Chosen one, do not fear this loneliness. It is not a punishment, but an invitation for you to find yourself and strengthen yourself. Every moment in silence is another step closer to what truly matters, even if it still feels distant. This pain of spiritual loneliness is part of the path of the chosen. It is the place where you renew yourself and prepare for what is to come. Embrace this space and trust that your greatest strength resides within it. Pain of seeing beyond appearances. There are moments when you look into someone's eyes and see far beyond the smile they show. It's as if, in every gesture, you perceive truths that no one else notices. This pain of seeing beyond appearances is part of what makes you a chosen one. It arises from a sensitivity that goes far beyond what is visible. You sense the lies hidden behind sweet words, perceive the sadness that resides behind a laugh. This deep vision can be a powerful gift, but it is also a pain that separates you from those who cannot see what you see. It is a silent burden that you carry, even when no one understands. Sometimes this ability makes you want to remain silent because you know that most people are not ready to hear what you perceive. Not everyone wants their masks to be removed. And even if your intention is merely to help, you realize that the truth can be a mirror that many prefer to avoid. This pain of seeing beyond does not come to hurt you. It comes to remind you that your mission goes beyond beautiful words. You were born to bring light where there is darkness, but that will not always be easily accepted. This is the courage of someone who carries the truth in their eyes, even when the world pretends not to see. Many times you feel you need to distance yourself to avoid suffocating under the weight of what you perceive. But know that this gift is also a blessing. It is what makes you different, giving you the ability to heal with a glance or with a simple touch. Seeing beyond appearances makes you someone who is not satisfied with what is shallow. You seek depth. You want meaning. And even though this distances you from those who only live on the surface, it also brings you closer to what is real and lasting. Chosen one, embrace this pain as part of your essence. Do not see it as weakness or as a burden. It is proof that you have the courage to see and feel what few possess. It is what makes you true in a world that often chooses lies. This pain of seeing beyond is what makes you a guardian of truths. It reminds you that even when the world prefers to close its eyes, someone needs to keep their vision open. And that someone is you. Continue steadfast even when the truth seems too heavy to bear. Because deep down, you know that this pain is also the key to your mission. You are here to see beyond, and that is your greatest power. Pain of carrying greater responsibilities. When you were born, the universe placed in your hands something that is not visible, but weighs more than anything physical. The responsibility of being a chosen one. From an early age, even without understanding, you realized that your life was not just about you. There is something greater calling you. This pain of carrying greater responsibilities is like a fire that burns in your chest. Sometimes it feels like you are holding the world alone, even when no one notices. But even though it hurts, this pain is the sign that you have been called to something beyond the ordinary. While many live without thinking about what they are creating around them, you feel that everything you do has an impact. Your words, your choices, even your silences. This brings a weight that can be exhausting, but it also strengthens you. Because only those who feel this pain know that every action of theirs counts. This greater responsibility makes you ask yourself, am I ready, or why me? But chosen one, these questions do not diminish your strength. They are only a reminder that you are always seeking to align with the mission you carry in your heart. In many moments, you feel that the exhaustion is not just physical. It is as if your soul is asking for a rest that the world does not offer. But even so, you carry on because inside you there is something that does not allow you to give up. The certainty that you are here to serve, to inspire, and to transform. This pain is what separates you from those who live only for themselves. It makes you realize that every gesture can be a seed or destruction. This awareness is a gift, but also a challenge that requires courage and patience. Chosen one, know that this pain is proof that you are on the right path, because those who carry nothing never feel the weight of anything. And you, even without knowing how or why, have been called to carry something that the world needs. Embrace this responsibility, even when it feels too great. Trust that the strength that placed this mission in your heart will also give you everything you need to accomplish it. Every step you take, even while tired, is a step towards the purpose that only you can fulfill. This pain will not disappear, but it will transform. It will become strength. It will become light. It will remind you every day that you are here for something that goes beyond yourself, and that no matter how heavy it may feel, is what gives your life meaning. Pain of being misunderstood. There are moments when you speak and feel that your words do not reach where they should. You try to explain what you see and feel, but it seems that the world is not ready to understand. This pain of being misunderstood accompanies those who carry truths that have not yet been spoken aloud. Chosen one. You realize that your energy does not always find an echo. Your way of seeing the world is different, and that causes some to distance themselves or become suspicious. This pain hurts because you just want to share what you feel, yet often you find only empty gazes or reactions that make no sense. This pain does not mean you are wrong. It shows that you see beyond, and that can disturb those who prefer not to see. Not everyone is ready to handle the depth that you carry. This does not diminish what you have to offer. It merely shows that your vision goes beyond what many are used to hearing. Amidst this disconnect of looks and words, choose to remain true to what you feel. Even if you are misinterpreted, even if others cannot see what you see, your truth remains alive. This pain is just a reminder that you have something that few possess, the courage to see far. Pain of feeling the pain of others. There is something in you that makes you feel everything so deeply that sometimes it seems like your heart will overflow. You do not merely empathize with others. You experience their pain as if it were your own. This spiritual sensitivity is part of who you are, but it carries a weight that many cannot understand. While others go through their days without noticing what is beyond words, you feel every vibration, every emotion. You connect with the sadness and joy of others, as if being an invisible bridge that unites you to the heart of those who cross your path. This connection is real, but it can also be painful. Chosen one. This pain of feeling so much is not weakness. It is the strength that the universe has entrusted to you. It is as if every tear that the other cannot cry finds a space within you to exist. Every pain that remains hidden in the silences of the world pulses in your chest. This intense empathy often leaves you feeling drained, because often unknowingly, you carry not only your burdens, but also the weight of those who seek refuge and healing from you. This pain can tire you, but it also reminds you that you are here to transform. You are a chosen one because you were born with this heart that cannot ignore the pain of others. This ability to feel so much is also what makes you a healer, because when you listen, when you embrace, or simply when you are present, something changes. Even if the world does not see it, the energy you offer is a balm for those around you. Remember, chosen one, that feeling the pain of others does not mean carrying the weight of everyone forever. Learn to honor this sensitivity as part of your mission, but also to take care of yourself. In order for your light to continue shining, you need to tend to your own flame. This pain of feeling what others feel is the most beautiful reflection of your pure heart. Even if it sometimes hurts, it is the living proof that you are here to help, to inspire, to remind everyone that no one is truly alone. Pain of struggling against forces that want to silence you. There is something in you that disturbs those who prefer to live in darkness. Your light is like a flame that does not go out, even when the wind blows strong. But being someone who shines in a world that still fears the truth brings about a pain that few can understand. Chosen one, every time you decide to speak what you feel, to show what you see, barriers arise. They aren't just harsh words or suspicious glances. They are energies that want to silence you. This pain of fighting against invisible forces is part of your mission. Because every time you insist on being true, you are also challenging everything that wants to silence you. It is a battle that seems silent, but inside you, it makes noise. There are thoughts that try to make you doubt, and people who appear to test your courage. Sometimes, exhaustion comes, and the desire to give up arises. But deep down, you know that you cannot stop. This pain reminds you that being chosen is not about being accepted. It is about being true to the light you carry, even when that means walking alone. It is about continuing to speak, even if your voice is the only one. It is about trusting what you feel, even when no one else understands. Every step you take, every truth you decide to show, is like lighting another flame in the world. And no matter how many forces try to extinguish that light, you feel that something greater supports you. That something greater is your purpose, what makes every pain worthwhile. This pain of fighting against the forces that want to silence you is what strengthens your spirit. It shapes your courage and reminds you that every silent battle is part of who you are becoming. You did not come to please everyone. You came to be who you are, without asking for permission. Chosen one, trust that the pain you feel in fighting against these forces is also the confirmation that you are on the right path. Keep going strong, even when everything seems to want to silence you, because your light was meant to shine, and the world needs it. Chosen one. Now that you have heard about each of these pains, I want you to know that none of this exists by chance. Every pain you carry is a living reminder that you have been called to something greater. Even when it feels like no one understands, every step you take with these pains is part of a purpose that only you can fulfill. You are not here to live in the shallow or to get lost in empty conversations. You are here to be a beacon in the darkness, someone who sees what many cannot and feels what many prefer to ignore. This journey is not simple, but it is true, and it is only in it that your soul finds meaning. Each of these pains, chosen one, carries within it the seed of transformation. They are what make you strong, what teach you to be compassionate and courageous. It is these pains that show you that even when the world wants to silence you, there is a light within you that does not go out. These pains are also portals to your inner strength. They show you that you are not alone, even when you feel lonely. Because every tear you have shed in silence, every time you felt you did not belong, all of this connected you to your essence and to the divine that always accompanies you. And even when these pains seem too heavy, remember that they are not the end. They are the beginning of something much greater. They are proof that you have a special calling, a mission that goes far beyond what words can explain. It is this mission that makes you unique. Chosen one, I want you to know that your pain does not diminish who you are. It reveals the greatness that resides in your heart. Every step, even when it feels fragile, is a step full of power. Because those who feel these pains are closer to the truth, and closer to who they were born to be. If these words have touched your heart, I want you to leave a comment here. I have felt the pain of choose the pain that resonates with you the most. Write without fear, because every time you share what you feel, you strengthen not only yourself, but also this community of chosen ones. And if you are not yet subscribed, click now to be part of our channel. Here, you will always find words that acknowledge your truth and remind you that you are not alone. Chosen one, trust in your strength, trust in the pains that shape your soul, and continue, because this light you carry, the world needs it.